This video series is documenting my 1969 Ford F100 build. The truck sat in the woods for over 10 years according to the previous owner, so there was a lot of rust and rot to be replaced. We're going to be putting it on a 2008 Crown Victoria frame with the 4.6 liter 2 valve and swapping out the automatic for a TR3650 5-speed. Please drop a like and subscribe so we can hopefully do more cool things like this in the future. Alright guys, starting the 69 F100 build. Just got the bed off. We're going to work on getting the front end apart and the cab off the frame. Ready to go. Alright guys, just got done undoing the brake lines and undoing the bolts for the steering shaft so we can take the cab off. So we got the cab off the frame now. Got the frame pulled out. Gonna start to fix all the rust on the cab mounts and the floorboards, if you can see that. They're pretty terrible. Then get the firewall cleaned up for paint. Here's a look at the inside. Gonna take this dash pad off and try to possibly flock that. You can see how bad the floors are in here. Got some cleaning up to do on the rest of the floor pan, and then there's a LSD for the rear end in the Vic. Making progress. All right guys, got a 1/2 inch bit on the oil impact. Going to take the gas tank out of the back of the cab. Then I can do some more test fitting of my seat and see how that's going to work. You can see the new floor pans. I got sorted these off of Summit. I'm really excited to get these put in. Hopefully it'll look a lot better at that point. All right, check back in after this is out. All right guys, we're gonna go ahead and take off this dash pad, see if it's salvageable. Well, I was hoping this was gonna be a stock dash pad that somebody wrapped, but it looks like it's just a faded, kind of old aftermarket one. It's not solid at all. It's like foam, because the original plan was to be able to flock the original one, but I don't know if I can do that to this. So I guess I'm gonna have to find something else. I can't leave the dash plain either, because they decided to paint the inside of the cab, whoever did it, with the dash pad on. So there's a big difference there. You can see on the back too. Lots of things to decide now. Okay, so we're mocking up the bucket seat. Just got a 2x4 under there to get the right height. Already got it bolted on this side. I don't know if you can see that or not, but we got it bolted to the floor. And then we're working on making up some brackets out of some sheet metal over there. Show you guys that in a minute. All right guys, we got the bracket bent up and tacked in place. Gonna unbolt the seat and pull it out, weld it up. All right, got that welded up. Welds are okay, but grinding in paint makes a welder what he ain't, so it'll be all right. Got the mounts finished. It's not bolted down right now, but it's set in there. I'm really happy with how it's sitting. The distance of the steering wheel and everything. Normally in these trucks, the steering wheel's cocked a little bit to the left, and we were able to push it over and straighten it up with the seat. And then we went ahead and welded those mounts in there. And you can just come through and bolt. Super happy with how it came out so far. Probably gonna tackle the floorboards another day. All right, we got the old floorboards cut out. We're gonna grind around the edges to get ready to weld it in. All right, guys, we still got some more patching to do here and in the firewall, but we got the floorboard in. We've also got the front cab mount in. Now, these were just some cheap stamped steel ones off of Summit Racing, and so they were a little bit of a pain to fit up. We had to do a bunch of trimming and beating it to fit, but we got it there. And just for reference, what the old ones looked like, yeah, we ain't saving those. So that's where we're at for now. All right, guys, got this driver's side cut out and the replacement floor pan made to fit. We had to trim a little bit through here in order to make it fit. It just came a little extra large, and we had to cut out around the steering column there to be able to weld it in. But other than a little bit too much trimmed off right there, which we'll make a little patch for, it's about done. It's solid now. Just got some paint on the weld so they don't rust. Fix that little patch over there. Looking good. Gonna hopefully get the front mount on the bottom here on Saturday. It's Thursday now, and gotta do some patching on the firewall. We're almost done with all the patching and welding of the cab. All right, we got the new mount traced on there, ground down where we're gonna weld. We're gonna piece it up on there about like the other one. All right, got this this mount welded in. I'm not too upset with these welds. We won't show you the ones over there though, because they are rough. The cleaner the metal, the easier it is to weld, and this part's a lot cleaner because it's all new metal. Looks like I missed a spot there. I'll get that in a second, but yeah, this mounts in, both of them. All right, guys, prepping the undercarriage for undercoating. We use some RTV silicone type thing for RVs. It's seam sealer. Went over top of anywhere there might be little leaks or anywhere that water could get between panels, like right here. And here's a thing that you have to do if you're doing a Crown Vic swap, and this piece that runs across underneath the floorboard, you have to notch it so that way that the Crown Vic frame rail can come through here. So you cut from about here. Normally it would go up and over, but we cut out this whole thing and then made a little patch right here on both sides, so that way the frame rails can come through whenever we get to that point. But yeah, I'm about to start undercoating. All right, got all this under here undercoated. Looks like a new truck. We like to go through and undercoat right here too, which is just behind the fenders, because it just protects it as well. Looking good. Now, with the undercoating of the truck done, we were able to work on the firewall. Now, I didn't get to film a whole lot of it, but here's a patch, and we would weld that up, grind it down, Bondo, prime, sand, prime, until it was nice and smooth, and then we sprayed it with some gloss black. And this last picture here is both the bucket seats being fitted in there. I do like bench seats a lot, but I've always wanted a truck with buckets, and I was able to find these on Facebook Marketplace for a pretty good deal, so we're going with them. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you guys will like and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next videos where we try to finish this truck for F100 Grand Nationals in May.